Hey Taurus, welcome to this video. It's Zane. We're going to be taking a look at the energy surrounding your career and finance situation for the month of February. Now, Taurus, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, Taurus, I do not offer personal readings. So if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram. So if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's see what we have here for you. And if you watch my content regularly, but you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. But Taurus, let's see what we have here. We're going to be doing something a little bit different here in this reading. We're going to be doing a pyramid spread. And so, yeah, let me just make sure this is all set up. And I have to tell you, Taurus, looks like an amazing reading for you. Looks like an amazing month. So I see that you are coming into a period of completion for yourself as it relates to your career or as it relates to a financial situation. You have two incredibly powerful cards here stacked next to each other, and we're going to go into that more. But in your overall situation, to help lay out the context of the reading, you have the world. So the world is a major completion of a cycle, okay? We're not talking small things, okay? We're talking cycles ending, chapters ending, new chapters beginning very soon for you. This is the card that comes forward when you've completed the journey of the Fool through the major arcana. And so it says that you are essentially sitting at the top of the world, or you are at the top of the mountain. You have summited the mountain here, and you are now given some sort of victory, some sort of reward or success for completing the journey. It's also Saturn energy. Saturn is all about slow and steady. Saturn says that the things that you put time into, through patience, through hard work, you will be rewarded on. And that's what this is all about. It's taken a long time for the Fool to get through the major arcana, but here they are, arriving. And so there is a new chapter beginning for you here. And what I really like to see for you is in the past, you have the Six of Swords with the Judgment card, okay? So the Judgment card, let's start with the Six of Swords. So we've talked about how you're completing something here. Six of Swords says that you are moving on to calmer shores. You are going to new places, and you are ready to make a transition in your life to a new outcome and to a new place. You may be, it's this idea of like traveling to foreign lands or distant lands and having new experiences. And what's really important here with the Six of Swords is you have your back towards, or the person on the Six of Swords has their back turned towards the defeat of the Five of Swords. So you're not choosing to sulk around or be a victim for too long when you get the Six of Swords. Instead, what you're doing is you're taking your stuff with you, you're getting in your life raft, and you're going to calmer places where you are more respected and where you may have better opportunities for yourself. With the Judgment card, this is the last card before the end of the major arcana. It's number 20. Okay, so what's going on here is you've gone into a period of self-evaluation. You've gotten real with yourself. That's what the Judgment card asks you to do. It asks you to get real with yourself, Taurus. And you've said, okay, there are things I need to make. There are some changes I need to make. There are some things I need to do in my life. And, the actions that I take, as well as the actions that I have taken already, are going to render out in real time. I.e., this is all about karma and the choices you've made. So for you, what I see here, as you have this world and the Judgment card, this is pretty strong. Okay, this is strong. This does not happen very often. You have done the self-work with these two cards, okay? You have not only gone into the period of self-evaluation, but you've completed the task. You've learned what you needed to learn, and now here you are. With that, there are major rewards available to you. In the future, you have the double nights here, okay? Double nights. This means you are going to have a busy period of time here in February. When I get 2 or more nights, that always says that there's something big in terms of lots of events, lots of opportunities, lots of different things happening, busy period of time for you when you have this combination, any 2-night combination. But for you, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is really the one you want to see in a career and finance reading, because this is something that this is slow and steady situations. Okay, this is something you've put a lot of energy and effort into, you've put a lot of work into this, and now the Knight's coming forward to offer you a pentacle, to offer you something for all of the hard work that you've done. It also says that you're practical, you're reliable. Some of you may like to be self-employed or be in business for yourself. I'm just getting that energy. Some of you like to work with the land or work with nature as well. But the Knight of Wands, interestingly enough, represents potentially moving residencies, changing location, going to a new place, changing job, anything like that. So it's a major travel card. It also says that you're a maverick in whatever it is that you do. You have a lot of skills and abilities that you can bring. You're a jack of all trades. You have a lot of skills and abilities that you can bring to the table here. And yeah, so let's continue up the pyramid. So you have the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so really like the energy you're getting, okay? The 6 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Remember, as you move forward, which it looks like you are here, try not to dip back into whatever was going on before this transition that you've been making here with the 6 of Swords, because we have the 5 of Swords now coming back in. Remember, you're moving on from the 5 of Swords energy. And this can represent just a small defeat. It's nothing big. It's totally recoverable, the 5 of Swords. It says that you will get stronger as you move through any challenging situations. The Page of Swords can represent a delay or disappointing news or a time delay, but it can also say that you have a lot of big ideas that you're looking to move on. And I love this 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles as well. The 8 of Wands is like the opposite of the Page of Swords. The 8 of Wands is like things moving forward, okay? It's like accelerated motion. It's like having all the wands going. And it can also represent letters, communication coming in from a distance, phone calls, emails, texts, anything like that, that really represent good news in your life. So it's very nice. And lastly here, this 9 of Pentacles, I mean, another amazing card to get in a career and finance situation. That's all about abundance, and not just abundance, but specifically financial independence, okay? Because this person on the card has built something for themselves here. The bush that they've grown provides them with pentacles and fruit that sustains them. They don't need to rely on anybody. They've already built something that does that for them. And so it's a big card of independence. It's also maybe enjoying the luxuries in life a little bit. So let's see what else we have. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, wow, and the 8 of Pentacles, Taurus. Big energy for you, okay? You have a lot of talent here that I can see with the Knight of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, you have a lot to bring to the table. As you see, this person on the 8 of Pentacles card is at their table, working on something, building something late into the night, working very hard. There are other pentacles here. They're wrapping up their latest creation, and there are other ones here hanging up on the ceiling above them, indicating that they have a major gift. They have a major gift, and it can also just say positive movement forward or good developments, good news in your career. And you may be even looking at mastering something here. I think you have, or you're about to master something, because the world represents a big completion. 3 of Cups really just, I think I see some of you like really connecting with joy, like really doing something to enjoy yourself and celebrate the wins and the victories that are stacking up and piling up here for you. The Ace of Wands talks about, it's the best card that you would want to get if you're looking to physically start something. Like if you're looking to start a career enterprise, a side hustle, a side gig, like start your own business, whatever it may be, just starting something is what is really implied with the Ace of Wands. It's an incredibly positive card. It's getting fired up. It's the spark of life. It's amazing. So let's see what else we have here. We have the 10 of Swords and the Devil. All right, so there could be a challenge here being presented to you, all right? And what's really interesting about this 10 of Swords, I've been liking the way that recently I've decided that I like to look at the 10 of Swords as an opportunity to free yourself. And the thing is, it's because the Ten of Swords says that you are letting go of what no longer serves you. And you're releasing whatever is no longer in alignment. And so really, when you go through that releasing process, it's this idea of you freeing yourself. And yes, the Ten of Swords can be a big ending. And yes, it can be a big challenge. And there's no question about it. In fact, it may be the most challenging card in the tarot. But one card never makes a reading, first and foremost. Second, release yourself here from whatever no longer works. And it also says that potentially the worst is behind you. There's also new hope on the horizon, okay? So yeah, there may be an ending. There may be a challenge just thrown in here in some ways. You have the Devil energy as well, which can represent issues around control, power, anything like that. It can also talk about addictions generally. I always like to say it's like a card of our shadows, whatever we need to work through in this lifetime, because we all have something. None of us are perfect. And so the Devil can say that, you know, whatever we need to work through, that can be represented by the Devil. Also, just be careful about negative thinking. It's almost like some of you, things are going so well, you've completed something. Don't erase all your hard work here. This is what I feel like saying. Let's see what's at the top of the pyramid. Are you serious? Page of Pentacles. Hello, Taurus. Your prospects look very good in your life, okay? Prospects are looking good. Things are looking up. When you get the Page of Pentacles, you know, it says that you are studious. You might even take an academic approach to life. You are knowledgeable here with the Knight, with the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands as well. Nine of Pentacles, having gone through this journey here, learned experience with the world, you really are about to potentially walk into a new opportunity. And this could be financial related, but I think for some of you, it maybe even be like a side hustle or something like this, or maybe just like a full-blown starting your own business here as well with the Ace of Wands, the World, Ace of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. But the important thing is this is something you've wanted to do for a long time. And look at this. You have the Nine of Cups here on the bottom. I felt like taking a look at this bottom card, and this is your wish coming true. So amazing, amazing, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.